Emergency stream, guys. Okay, USDC has depegged from its 1:1 with the US dollar. Now, what's going on, right? Now, here's a quick summary. Now, Silicon Valley Bank is a bank that banks startups and a lot of crypto companies. And this bank is the bank that USDC was using, and they had some money in it, and the bank just went bust. The authorities had to take over Silicon Valley Bank. Now, the reason why it went bust is actually not their fault, right? Because what happened was they had lots of deposit coming in, and they locked up those deposits in 10-year treasuries, right? That means they can't access the money in over a period of 10 years from the time that they bought the treasuries. And because of that, when they had a run on the bank, they could not honor deposits. And now USDC is now a victim of this. And it's really sad to see, especially to see the price going down. And USDC is now dragging with it DAI as well, because DAI uses USDC as part of its backing as well. The strange thing about this is this, right? Is all this time we've been hearing fat about BUSD. Everyone has been talking about BUSD. BUSD is not safe. But BUSD has been able to withstand massive withdrawals. And right now we've had Coinbase release a statement saying that they're not going to honor the 1:1 with USDC until at least for the short term, until the end of the weekend. And the reason they're not doing it is because of there's an influx of people who want to withdraw, first of all. Secondly, they need to understand what's going on with USDC, Circle, and their banking relationship with Silicon Valley Bank, because they might not be able to withdraw it in the short term. Now, here are the numbers, right? For the most part, most people are saying everything is okay, but if we look at what's going on right now, USDC, this is a market cap of about 30 billion, right? If we look at this chart, this is a little bit outdated. It says 43 billion, it has 39 billion, right? And of that, 11 billion is in cash reserves. Now, of that 11 billion cash reserves, say 3 billion they can't access it anymore. That leaves roughly about $8 billion. Now, if there's a run on the bank, I think they can honor withdrawals up to 8 billion, because the rest of them, though they are in short dated US treasuries, it's money that they don't have on hand. These might be 3-month treasuries, right? Maybe they have 2 months to maturity or something like that. Who knows, right? But it is a question to ask yourself, is it possible that they might have a bank run that is over $8 billion? Because if that happens, that would mean that they definitely need some sort of financing, of some sort. We've already seen a lot of people start to send some of their money onto Circle, right? As we can see here, first of all, people are doing two things. People are converting their USDC into DAI, because there's a trustless way you can do that, and that's why the price of DAI is being dragged down as well. And some people were also sending money to Circle. Now, the only reason people would send money to Circle is if they want to withdraw directly. And on Monday is when we will know if Circle is honoring those withdrawals. I think that they will if it's manageable, right? Or if they can find some short-term funding, because they definitely need some working capital from the move from now to when their short-term treasuries mature. But all in all, we've been seeing a lot of FUD against Binance, right? But Binance has been resilient. BUSD, yes, it's not a coin by Binance, but it was hit by a bank run, and what happened? They honored that. They honored withdrawals. Binance, the exchange, was hit by a bank run. They honored the withdrawals, and now we're starting to see Circle facing the similar things, and they're starting to say and we're starting to hear stories, right? We're starting to hear Black Swan, that this could just be a Black Swan event and all that other stuff that we don't want to hear, because when you want to get your money out, you don't want all those stories about how Black Swan event this, Black Swan event that. All you want is your money, but that's not the case right now, and I think it's unfortunate, right? Because these are the most trusted players in the space, and of course they did nothing wrong, because obviously they put their money in a bank, and the bank is going bust. It's not their fault. But the bottom line is this, that Tether's faced similar FUD, they've survived it. BUSD has faced similar FUD, it has survived. Binance Exchange has survived, and they always tell us that these offshore unregulated entities are dangerous, but it's proving that the regulated entities are the ones that are actually creating a lot of problems. Now, some people are saying that everything will be all right, and we just have to wait until Monday. And for me, I think that there's definitely a risk to that, right? It's possible that Monday everything would be sorted. I mean, people are talking about potential bailouts from the government, that the government could potentially bail out Silicon Valley Bank because of how pivotal it is to the economy. And if they do that, that would be great. That would mean that that would mean an end to the pain that is there right now in a stable. So all in all, right now it's definitely, if you're in USDC, it's decision making time, because right now you are taking at least almost a 10% discount if you are converting it to any other stable coin. But if you decide to hodl, you're taking a risk as well, right? Because if they decide to honor 1:1, that would be great. But if they don't decide that, then that'll be something else. That would mean that it could be a long process. Who knows when withdrawals will be enabled? Because essentially what they're doing right now is similar to holding withdrawals. If you cannot send the money and redeem it, that means that you cannot withdraw. It's similar to what happened with all the stuff before they go bust. Now they do have money. They do have they do have at least, because the only amount missing is 3 billion, right? But if they do get a bank run, that could mean that that would deplete the value of the stable coin. That would mean that, yeah, they're losing market share, and they could get to a point where they say, okay guys, the last one out the door, who knows if they get their money? If everyone wants to take out their money, who knows if the last one out the door will. But all in all, look, this is a pivotal company in the crypto space. It's really highly integrated into DeFi and all that. I think that someone will rescue USDC. So USDC, I don't think it'll go down. I think USD will stay, but right now I think, look, it's decision time, which is big risks, right? We've seen some movement on chain, right? The Pulse X address has converted some of its USDC into DAI, and has also converted some of its Tether into DAI as well. So we see some people are trying to play the arbitrage, right? Because they might be able to make a bit more gains by converting into DAI, and hopefully DAI closes the platform that allows people to withdraw 1:1 between DAI and USDC. Because look, no one knows which way this is going to go. No one knows if it's going to survive or it's not going to survive. One thing is certain: you don't want to be all in on USDC without any kind of stablecoin diversification. And the strange thing is this, right? A lot of people would have moved out of BUSD during the FAT of BUSD, and they would have moved out of BUSD into USDC, only for USDC to depeg. That is really, really, really something, right? Talk about crypto. Look, massive stuff going on. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. Not financial advice, just a quick heads up of what's going on in the space right now.